So you keep you waiting? May I present to you Captain Carvalane of the Kraken's Arms. The Kraken's Arms? Don't tell me you made a deal with pirates.
Greetings and salutations, scions. I take it from your comrade's tone that you no longer wish to proceed with our proposed arrangement.
Oh, not at all, Captain. Pray forgive my sister her outburst. She has ever been one to speak her mind. I, on the other hand, am the very soul of discretion, as many well-respected patronages would attest. From the officers of the Admiral to the high houses of Ishgard. But where was I? Oh yes, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn do indeed still wish to employ your services. However, it is important that you are aware of certain extenuating circumstances. Or extenuating? Whatever. And intent on securing passage to the Far East, you came to us. No, that's the wrong voice.
I am a pirate, knowing us to be the proud purveyors of said region's finest spices. The finest spices of the sea.
Which you steal from God's-fearing merchants out on the high seas.
Whatever privateer in the Kraken's Arms may, or may not, engage in is strictly within the limits of the law. As set forth by our...
Wait, what? Indefatigable... No, that word no work. Indefatigable, whatever.
Keeper of the peace. Not the point. We are pragmatists. I see considerable risk in aiding your cause and negligible profit.
Well, I for one think the captain has a point. The five seas can be extremely treacherous, and many a poor unfortunate soul has come to grieve out there on the waves. Why, when we were in Ishgard, I heard the tragic tale of how the heir to House Durandare vanished at sea. Even now, 20 years later, the poor Count remains convinced that his son lives, and would pay a sultan's ransom for news of his whereabouts.
Oh, alas! Truly a tragedy for the ages, and a testament to the misfortunes that may befall us should we act without due consideration. But as long as you're prepared to avoid the capricious whims of fate, I'm willing to oblige you just this once. That said, in light of the recent rebellion, I trust you understand that I cannot deliver you to Duma itself. I can take you only as far as Kugane in Hinagashi. We will require time to procure sufficient provisions and make ready for departure. I humbly suggest you do the same.
Speak with Alfino. Oh, I'm not sure what just happened. I could have sworn he was about to turn us away, but then... changed his mind? He changed his mind? Blackmail, is it? Oh, this is a dangerous game the two of them are playing. What guarantee do we have that Carvalane won't just throw us overboard? The poor little boy had only seen 14 summits when he left Ishgard. Can you imagine what it must have felt like to finally be free to explore the world, unbeholden to all of that stuffy traditions of the Holy See. Such a shame that he never returned home. Without him, the Count de Durantaire must look elsewhere for a successor, and the good Lord Janequand is one step closer to being the next in line. Splendid. All those hours Totaro passed cavorting and capering at the Forgotten Night seem rather better spent, do they not? That said, I had intended to press the point more obliquely, and there was something disconcerting about the pleasure Totaro took in making the Captain Cavalain squirm. Ba 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 ba. Tales from the Far East. Alfino was thinking of ways you might pass the time. I say we should head to heed the captain's advice and attend to our own preparations while they ready the vessel for departure. Totaro and I will procure the necessary supplies. Alice, I should be grateful if you would use the time to brief Urianger on recent developments. You may also wish to review the relevant safety procedures in the event of an emergency at sea. How very prudent of you. Very well, I shall go and speak with him. What of Alex and Lise? I would like the two of you to return to Revenant's Tower and speak with our Doman allies. I fear we know too little of their homeland, and any information they can provide would be most welcome. When we have completed our respective tasks, we will reconvene here at the ferry docks. Agreed? Sounds like a plan. Let's go, Alex. Right, off to Revenant's Toll, I suppose. Teleport! I imagine I'm probably not going to need to teleport to Ralgaz Reach for a while. So we'll probably be changing the home point soon enough. Alright. Who are we chatting with? Oh, hello Lise. Didn't see you there. Well, here we are. We'll need to talk to lots of people, so I think we should split up. I'll ask around the House of Splendors. You take to the Rising Stones. I'll meet you here after. Got it? Okie dokie. Now, is that just telling me to go inside? Let's find out. Do 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 do. Ba 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 ba. You were truly planning to travel to Doma? I do not know what to say. Forgive me. I shall aid you to the best of my ability. Ours is a beautiful land nestled in the eastern coast of Othard, along the bank of the One River. Our nation thrived, proud and free, until the Guardians came 25 years ago. The river was our lifeblood, free to travel and to fish, but travel was soon restricted, and now the river belongs to none. So freeing that would certainly help matters. Greetings, Alexander. What brings you to the toll this eve? What? You are for Doma? Oh heavens! You scions have shown us naught but kindness, but never in my wildest dreams did I imagine you would fight for our homeland. For 25 years we suffered under their tyranny, and then we spied an opportunity. The Emperor dead! Garlemald in chaos! It seemed the time was ripe. Beneath our Lord's banners we gathered, and fought to reclaim our nation. But then Xenos arrived with the 12th Legion, and it was over in an instant. What is it, my friend? You look as though you have something to ask. That you go to join Yugiri and Gosetsu in the fight fills me with such joy. Ah, forgive my exuberance. You require information, yes? We are of the Nagay clan. We of the Nagay clan have served Doma faithfully for generations. My ancestors had held positions within Doma Castle even. Now it is the home to the Imperial Viceroy's witch and her host of men in Magitech. To think that what was once the shining symbol of our heritage and the seat of our dear Lord Cayenne has become a den for Garlean dogs. Alright, back to Lise. I also feel like we're probably not going to be back here for a while. Because from what I've seen from the map, Storma's quite far away. Ah, there you are. Learn anything interesting? The older gentleman I spoke with tried to teach me all about Far Eastern customs and the importance of formality and politeness. I'd like to think the Aussians can be just as stiff and stuffy as anyone, especially as guardians. Well, anyway, did you know they eat with sticks? It wasn't all that hard actually, or at least that's what I thought until they told me I was holding them wrong. And then, when I spoke to the younger Domans, they just rolled their eyes and told me it was all a load of stupid old... Huh? Wow! What you learned sounds a lot more useful. Unless someone invites us for dinner, of course. I hope they do. Pants! Not without incident. Lise thinks it is time you return to Limsa Laminza. Right, no point waiting around here, is it? We should head back to Limsa Laminza. Alphino said to meet at the ferry docks, I think. Ba-ba-dum-bum. Well, let's head back. I don't know how close we actually are to setting off, but I don't imagine it'll be that long. Alright, where are we heading? We're heading to the Arcanist Guild. I should have known that from seeing it. At least it's not the After Castle. Where are my pants? There are my pants. A surfeit of sumptuous food, wondrous sundries, plenty of clean undergarments. Yes, I do believe we have everything we need for a lengthy voyage. It sounds like this. I'm glad we got to Taru taking care of business. An army marches on its stomach. Tataru took that lesson to heart. You are returned, Alex. I trust you learned much from our Doman friends in Revenant's Toll. I am eager to hear all, though we can wait until we have left port. We will have time enough to talk on the journey to Kugane. Our spice trading friends have completed their preparations. Assuming you have completed yours, you may inform the deckhand that we are ready to depart. Well, I guess, and with that, we're heading off.
All set, lad. I'll see you to the ship if so. Board the misery.
FFXII be praised. Full sure was I that I had come too late.
Urianger! Tell me you haven't come all this way just to see us off.
Nay, my lady. Ere you quit these shores for eastern climes, I wished to share some words of seeming import. Look ye where the sun doth rise. See crimson embers, darkening skies. Look ye where the sun doth fall. See azure lost amidst the squall.
Well, that sounds suitably foreboding. Another one of your prophecies, I presume?
Of far eastern origin, aye. It is mine earnest hope that this ancient wisdom may serve to guide you on your journey. For what dangers lie in wait for you upon those distant shores are yet beyond my knowing.
A parting gift befitting your roundabout ways. Thank you.
I have more than words for you, my lady.
It's beautiful. Is it for me?
Though undeniably powerful, your ethereal blade taxeth you greatly in the wielding. Not so this rapier, which shall serve you just as well against all but the most formidable foe.
Impressive. It feels as though it's attuned to my ether. I shall treasure it.
Honored guests, say your farewells, for the moment of our parting draws nigh. A fair wind blows, and I mean to follow it.
It would seem our ship is set to sail. Pray give my regards to Thancred and the others, and take care.
All aboard! Back to the map. Oh my god, look at the distance. Uh-oh.
A fine day, is it not? Fair winds and following seas. The Misery is enjoying herself. Nevertheless, it would not do for you to spend the entirety of our voyage above deck. Let me show you to your quarters.
Is it supposed to do that?
Not under normal circumstances.
Captain! You need it on deck! Something queer's afoot. The winds died down, the waters went still, and all of a sudden, We were dragged off course.
Dragged? By what?
Can't rightly say, sir. But some of the lads are muttering about seeing things in the water. Things that shouldn't be there.
Oh, for the love of... If you will excuse me a moment. Actually, might I persuade you to join me? Loath though I am to admit it, I have a bad feeling about this.
Speak with the Kraken Arms deckhand. Oh, hello there. Stowaway! Many stowaway. What's this? Just wind? The gangplank. Is that where everyone else is? Oh, travel. No, I don't want to do that. Odd. Most odd. I've already forgotten what his voice was like. All I remember was it was pompous. Well, do you have any idea what is going on? No. As a man said, despite the absence of the wind and currents, the misery is somehow being pulled off course. Well, why not fire up the cerulean engines you have hidden below? An excellent suggestion, based on knowledge you should not have. Alas, our engines appear to be malfunctioning for reasons that escape our engineers at present. I'll tell you, Captain, it's them things the lights saw. Things? I don't suppose I could convince you to attempt something more descriptive. An adjective, for example? Seawolf's superstition of fairy tales, not more. But you must know the things, which he is so reticent to name, are the souls of deceased women said to lure sailors to their deaths. Oh, you mean the sirens? For Frostivus! Yes, indeed. If it is neither the sea nor the weather which is responsible, then it is presumably a predatory entity of some sort. Perhaps a siren or some such? For all we know, it could be a fellow spice trader employing magics to seize and plunder passing vessels. Regardless, we have but one recourse: to let the current take us where it will, and deal with whatever we find there. What a thoroughly pragmatic suggestion. Oh, I'm beginning to like you, girl. I assure you that the feeling is not mutual. Once we arrive at our destination, be it a vessel or an island or something else, Lisa and I will remain with the ship to defend it in case of attack. Alex, I believe you would be the ideal choice to venture forth and deal with the cause of our troubles. Then it's settled. I know not what awaits us, but it will rue the day it reeled us in. The Siren Song Sea is now accessible. We've got dungeon number 1. Use the duty finder to access the Siren Song Sea. Just in case. 1, 2. Our first dungeon in Stormblood. With the aid of Captain Cavalier and his misery, you and your companions have embarked on a lengthy voyage to the Far East. Alas, no voyage across the 5 seas is entirely uneventful. The ship has been dragged off course by mysterious force, and the men have begun to whisper of strange things in the water. Needless to say, you and your fellow adventurers will be having none of that. Once the ship reaches its unknown destination, you will go ashore and deal with whatever fiends you find. So, you know, same as normal. Very long wait time on that. So, as normal, I'm going to skip through that and I'll see you in a second.